for WIU. I'm here with Grant Reed. He is from Macomb, so he is a local student, and he is a double major in agriculture and the political science. So he's going to talk a little bit about his experience in ag and experience at Western in general, for us to give you a better idea of what there is to offer at Western. So Grant, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and why you chose Western and specifically agriculture?
Sure. So like Katie said, my name is Grant Reed. I'm from Macomb, so I never went very far, but that was by choice. I didn't just pick Western because it was in my backyard and it was convenient, but that was definitely major motivations to come to WIU, especially with the affordability of Western and just really the family feel of the campus and the ability that you're going to get all the amenities of a big school, but you're at a smaller school. You're going to know your professors on a first name basis. You're going to know a lot of people on campus. You're going to find those faculty and staff that are going to be your mentors and really help you through. So that was one of my major motivations for coming to Western. But as far as ag and political science, agriculture, Western is an easy choice. We have a great School of Agriculture, dedicated practicing faculty, so they are experts within their own fields. They work every day in it and they do hands-on research with their students. So by coming to Western and studying agriculture, you're going to get those opportunities and experiences. And then with political science, it's something that I kind of fell into. It's something that I never thought that I would end up in, but I took a class on a whim my freshman year and really loved it, loved the professor. He took me under his wing and mentored me, and it's something that I now know can be applied to so many different areas, and especially agriculture. You're always going to have to deal with the government, governmental regulations, funding, state, local, federal, all of that. And so having that knowledge and that insight into the political science side of things is really valuable.
All right. And then with ag, you talked to me a little bit about how you got into specifically like the plant breeding and whatnot. So can you tell them a little bit about how you were drawn to that and how you've been able to expand on it in your experience at Western?
Sure. So I grew up on a greenhouse and landscaping company that my grandparents owned, so I worked for them. My dad worked for them, and just kind of always growing up around plants, and I loved them, loved working with them, loved being outside. So I knew I wanted to do something with plants, I just didn't know what. So actually between my senior year of high school and my freshman year here at Western, I went and I toured a biotechnology lab for agriculture, and I just remember walking in and going through the entire tour and just thinking the entire time that ag is so amazing, and it's so cool that, you know, we have scientists that are working on this every single day to provide better corn, better soybeans, better canola, all of that. And so I chose ag and just really loved it. And then in like plant breeding and agronomy specifically, like I said, I always had a love and an interest in plants, so that's where I knew that I wanted to be kind of more on the ag science side, and that's definitely held true. I'm in a crop biotechnologies class right now, and it's very lab intensive, and I really love labs. So being able to work hands-on, using the same technologies and techniques that are being used in professional work and professional testing in plant breeding today and in the industry is really valuable, and so I really love that.
Great. And then can you talk a little bit about like the internship opportunities and career development that the School of Agriculture offers its students to get prepared for the workforce?
Absolutely. So School of Ag, one of our biggest kind of if you will, core competencies is that we want you to be the best that you can possibly be out in the professional market. We want you to know how to write a cover letter. We want you to know how to write a resume. We want you to go in and knock out that interview. We want you to know how to eat salad when you're at a business dinner and all that, you know, even the little intricacies that you would never really think of. And all of our curriculum has been integrated with that to set our students up for the best possible success in the professional world. We have our 120, 220, 320, 420, and 340 classes that integrate that into the curriculum specifically. So it's everything from, like I said, resumes and cover letters and interviews to professional development and success, how to advocate for your industry, so as we call it, advocating. and just really have conversations with people about what you do every day and what your industry does. And so I think that's really valuable today, especially in our society of fast communication and social media, to be able to have a curriculum that's so cutting edge that integrates that in so that we're preparing you for that once you get into the workforce.
And then with that helped you get your internship
Yes.
with Monsanto. So can you tell students about how those little things that you learned in class actually came back and really helped you?
So I did get the fantastic opportunity to intern with Monsanto last summer, and then I actually have a great experience to be able to come back with them again this summer. So last summer I did soy, and literally my sophomore year I went to our School of Ag Career Fair, which we hold annually. There's upwards of 50 companies every year that come in specifically just to talk to WIU students. And so I went up to a recruiter, I stuck out my hand, I said my name and gave my little elevator speech, and then just started a conversation. And we talked for a good 10-15 minutes and just had a really great, thoughtful conversation. And then at the end of it, they said, "Oh, let me get your contact information." So then the end of that day, they gave me a phone call and said that they wanted me to come in for an interview. I went in the next morning and I interviewed with them. And then a couple weeks later, they invited me to come and be an intern for them for the summer. And it was hands down one of the best experiences that I've been able to have. Just really working with a fantastic team at my site in Stonington. I had a great mentor that, anything that I suggested to him as, well, maybe we should do this, here's an idea, like nothing was off the table. He wanted me to be the most successful that I could possibly be and gave me all the tools that I needed to be able to do what I wanted to do.
That's awesome. And then, so besides just being an ag, you're an advocator. So can you tell students what that is for those who don't know?
So the advocators are the School of Agriculture's specific student recruiters. So our entire job is to go around to college fairs, junior colleges, high school FFA chapters, and high school ag classrooms, national conventions, regional conventions, and all we do is talk about WIU, talk about the School of Ag, our program, our faculty, our staff, our students, and just answer questions that they have about WIU or about agriculture and studying agriculture.
You're not only an advocator, you're also Student Government Association president. You're on the homecoming committee. You do University Union Board, student worker, so you do a lot on campus. So you are definitely involved and making sure you get all those great experiences here that Western has to offer. So it's not just doing things in your department and major. You're going out and going on campus and building those skills you need for once you graduate. So can you give our students any advice or suggestions in terms of like what Western has to offer and, the affordable experience you've had here?
Yeah, so WIU has over 250 student organizations registered through our Office of Student Activities. So my biggest piece of advice is just get involved. I always say that our student activities are like Facebook groups. If you can think of one, there's probably one out there for it. Go to the activities fair, interact with people in your departments, interact with the people on your floor. If you're in a residence hall, interact with the people that you see every day, and just find the student organizations that interest you, because that's the way that you're going to really have those extra fun experiences that add on top of your education and make it that much more special. But you're also going to get to experience new things like getting to go to conferences, planning events, being a part of a team, and just, you're going to find people that you want to be friends with and that will be your friends for the rest of your life. I know that's how I've met a lot of my friends and had just some of the best experiences that I've ever had.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Grant, for taking the time out of your busy schedule to come talk to me. And this is just one great example of how, not going far from home does not limit your experiences, and how, Western can provide you a lot of different opportunities.